What's up, everybody? New pod, who dis? Episode 20. I'm Jake.
I'm Jackie.
I'm Joey.
And I'm Steven.
And our podcast is almost old enough to drink.
It's close. It's like when you can start sneaking into the bars because the bartender, you're old enough to like get in with a bartender who can just be like, yeah, they're close.
Dude, like how
Did
underwhelming.
that happen to you a lot? Because it did not happen to me.
How underwhelming was your 20th birthday? Like for me, I was just like,
I can't remember it, honestly. I probably did something stupid.
Because we were all drinking.
Maybe. Maybe that's why.
I was definitely probably drinking the hardest at 20.
Yeah. Like once 21 rolled around, you're like, yeah, whatever. No,
Yeah.
22 is the one where you're just like, okay, I'm over it.
If you were a 21-year-old and thought you were over it at 21, you were thinking you were
Well, no,
too
like
cool,
you build up the
but-
bars in your mind, and then you go, and you're like, oh, it's just a party at a place that costs a lot more money.
Yeah. When the money thing set in, that was a tough time.
Yeah, that was an adjustment because I remember I'd like everybody would pitch in $5 and we get a case of beer and like, it'd be sweet, but now then it's like, wait, it's $5 a beer?
Yeah.
This is terrible, and that's why I was in the restaurant industry, so that my beers weren't full price.
That's a
almost
good reason to join.
It's like when you get a taste for the good stuff, that's when I think it kind of like tapers down. Because like when you first turn 21, you're just like, oh, I'm going to the bar, Bud Light,
Yeah. Or brunettes.
copious amounts of Bud Light, or like cheap
Anything
beer.
that comes out of a plastic bottle.
Yeah, whatever's like on happy hour. But then like when you start drinking craft beers and you start going to like fancier stuff or like wineries and stuff, you're just like,
I feel like the craft beer movement happened at the same time that we turned 21, kind of, right?
Maybe.
Yeah,
That-
it
what year
definitely
was
did.
That's
That
like when
was
it launched. Like it's like that's when it was on its way up.
2010?
I wasn't I mean, I was still drinking Bud Light for sure. For sure.
Bud Light was like fancy for us. I was definitely drinking Keystone.
Still is fancy.
Blue Moons for me was the fancy one. That's the only thing I knew.
Because you got fruit.
Yeah, you got an orange in it.
Oh, it's embellished.
I remember when the first time I ever got a Blue Moon, it was after my an internship where I was filming, and like an orange came in. I was like, wow, that's fancy.
That's
as hell.
amazing. I love that.
And then,
AF.
that's the only thing I knew, and I knew what it tasted like. So any bar I went to, I was like, oh, they're gonna have like, you got Blue Moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Blue Moon.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah,
Oh, sweet,
all
I'm taking
that.
one of those.
And the bartender was judging you the entire time.
Yeah.
I remember, shout out to Chris, but he would always, no fruit and beer. I remember people would say that, no fruit and beer. But dude, my favorite kind of beer to have, like on a Sunday morning when I'm at brunch, is
I say like Sunday morning when I wake up.
Just on Sundays.
just before my feet even hit the ground. No, I like, and you guys are gonna super judge me on this. Pint glass of ice, lemon wedge, Miller Lite bottle.
Ooh.
That's my brunch drink of choice.
So Miller on ice?
On ice
With lemon?
with lemon.
So it's already half water, so you needed it to be much
it's
more.
not for the water; it's for the cold.
I understand the
cold
cold part, but the melted water just makes like
Yeah, dude,
I
Bud
can't.
Light-
I can't be on board with that.
Any light beer is already it's already iced down.
I thought you were gonna say like a cider. And then
Or I thought you were gonna say
Well,
a sour.
So cider was my thing before.
Yeah,
but
cider's delightful.
I still like cider, but I had a night with Red's Apple Ale and
I
Fireball.
love their commercials.
Ooh.
and I still haven't recovered.
I don't think I'm recovered just from hearing the story. Ugh.
Yeah, basically making Boilermakers, which is when you put a shot in a beer with 22-ounce Red's Apple Ale. It was rough.
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at NewPodWhoDis, on Facebook at NewPodWhoDis, on Twitter. I mean, whoever follows us on Twitter, all
The
9
people,
of you,
people do.
the people at NewPod_Whodis, and on YouTube. And don't forget to check out our toothpaste video on YouTube. We had a great time making that, and it's pretty funny, and you get to see us with black shit all over our faces.
I think I still have charcoal toothpaste powder in my teeth. It's never gonna come out.
So what was the official verdict? Yay or nay? Jackie, you still have it?
I still have
You
it.
used it
I
since?
haven't used it because I kind of forgot until you just said, Jackie, you still have it. But I do still have it, and I think I will use it again. It didn't offend me. Did it offend you guys?
It did a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. I was just like, oh, why? Yeah, because it tasted like ash.
For
Yeah.
me,
Ass?
no.
Yeah, no, it tastes
Ash. Ass.
It'd be one of those
Like
like once in a blue
either
moon
or.
kind of special occasions. Like you open the drawer and you're like, oh yeah, I still have that stuff. I'll try
Yeah.
it. I'll try it out again.
And then you're like, crap,
Yeah.
it's still ashy.
Did your roommate just start using my toothbrush? And because I took her.
No, that was a very confusing time for us. We were like, there's an extra toothbrush in our bathroom, but we have no idea how it got here.
So
I think I thought I got home and I was like, this isn't my toothbrush.
Yeah.
So we shot the video at Jackie's house, and Steven, probably on purpose, but probably accidentally, stole one of her roommates. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
on
was
that.
trying
He
to
just really
upgrade.
wanted to use her toothbrush for some
I was
She's
reason.
one
trying
of
to
those motorized.
I was trying to swap it out, go for an upgraded toothbrush. I didn't use it though. Like I did notice before I just started. Like,
That's awesome.
thank God.
Yeah. It was an awkward discovery.
I was
for her.
embarrassed. I was like, Jackie, tell your roommate I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'll
but-
buy her another one.
Go check out that YouTube video and some more YouTube videos to come. So now I have a question for you guys that Joey, my wife, and I last night we were driving home from a concert in Baltimore, and I posed a question, and we had a heated debate for a while. Heated. So I want to see what Jackie and Steven have to say. How many holes does a straw have? Just take a second to think.
Think out loud even.
Straw has 2 holes.
A
One. Okay. I get it.
A straw? Okay, to me.
Producer Kate is
Okay.
losing her shit.
To me.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
To me. A straw is one hole with 2 ends.
It's an elongated hole.
Yeah. So like it would be
But
like
that's stupid.
it's like a tunnel. A tunnel isn't 2 tunnels. It's one tunnel
yeah,
with 2
but
entrances.
you have to right. But those are
there's no
still
tunnel with one
circular
entrance.
entrances. Those are technically
2 entrances, so 2
A
holes.
It's I still stand by it'd be one tunnel with multiple ways in.
No, you're saying tunnel. The question is holes.
Hole. How many holes?
It's still one hole.
Is a hole a tunnel?
Well, actually, I'll step. Okay,
Okay.
Is it a hole if there's another end to it? Like, is it even a hole?
yes.
Or,
That's yes. You can dig a hole in the ground that does not have an end.
yeah, but what if you dig? No, but yeah, but what
Yeah,
if you
you
dug a
call it a
hole
hole.
all the
Yeah.
way through the earth?
Yeah, okay,
Could that
that's
still be
not
a
a
hole?
straw.
No, but it's still the same. It's still a straw.
It's not a straw.
Like when someone's laying down pipe for like a sewage system or something
Yeah.
like that, they're basically just laying down cement straws.
Right.
But
Yep.
there's 2 holes, right?
But it's one continuous hole.
Okay, so let me pose this to you. So you have a straw, right?
Well, what team are you on? Because I don't know if I'm arguing against
I
you
think
or
I
agreeing
know what
with
team
you.
he's on.
I'm so
You're always
confused.
arguing. Everybody's always arguing.
I saw Kate lifted her hand when I started talking, so I was
There's-
like, maybe I'm on her side. I
This
don't
is
know.
just an argument. There is no answer. So
Well, no, there
spoiler
is an
alert.
answer.
I mean,
Did you
I think
Google
there's
it?
an answer.
No.
You
But
haven't
No, we
Googled it?
did Google it.
Oh, okay.
But
it would
go
break
ahead.
the internet.
You can go ahead and Google it. You're not going to get an
So-
answer.
No, none.
Nope.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
So my take on how many holes does a straw have initially was 2.
Right.
Because I was like, oh, yeah, 2 holes. And then I
Yeah.
thought about it some more, and I was like, well, hold on. Technically, a hole has an end, right? And then I thought, no, it doesn't. So if you dig a hole in the ground, right, there's an end, right?
No, it's just a big.
It's just, it can hold, if you lined it with plastic, you could hold stuff in it, right?
Mhm.
But what happens when it goes all the way through? Is that's still a hole,
So
right?
maybe maybe a hole in the ground is not. Maybe that's just a ditch. Maybe there's a hole in the ground actually is a hole in the ground that you can
maybe-
crawl in and out of, like it's not like an animal would.
So in a slice of Swiss cheese, what's
Those
in
are
Swiss?
holes.
Those are holes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a donut has a hole in the middle.
Donut has a hole.
That's why they call them donut holes.
But how many holes does donut have?
Just
one,
one.
right? So my take on it is it has to do with the length of the cylinder.
I hear
But
you.
see-
if you were to tell me, like, if I was in so I'm going back to the tunnel again. If I was in a tunnel and I could see both ends of the tunnel from one side, I'd be like, that's one hole. But if I was in a tunnel so long that I couldn't see the other end, I might think it's 2 holes.
What if the tunnel collapses in the middle?
Well, then I'm fucked.
No, I'm just,
And everyone is dead.
no, I'm just saying. No, hold on. Hang with me. So you have. Let's go back to the pipe.
Then I'm going out the only hole that's left.
So you have a pipe.
So
You
there's
cut-
2 holes.
You cut the pipe
Well,
in
that's
half.
my only option at that point.
You cut the pipe in half, and you cap both ends. Now you have
No holes.
Just a cylinder.
2 holes. Or do you have?
No, if you put
you
caps on it, there is no hole. I think a hole means there's an entry point or an exit. If you capped it, it's just a cylinder. You've made a shape.
Dude, I love this argument. This is
I
great.
know.
I'm team no holes. There are no holes in a straw because a straw was not once a solid object.
That's not true. Sometimes you get
Oh.
straws that are clipped on the end. Do you ever get those? And then you're like, I
Yeah.
can't drink anything.
I see what you're saying, though. You're saying the straw initially was a flat rectangle, and then it was rolled.
Correct.
It was a piece of plastic that was rolled, so like a piece of cheese or like a donut. Those were originally solid objects that had something taken
Yeah.
out of them.
Okay.
Like you dig a hole. Like you didn't have a start with a solid cylinder of plastic and then make a straw.
If any of us were to make that argument, I would have pinned you for that one.
Oh god.
That's a very good Joey
Thank
thought
you.
process.
I think
on
I'm
that.
team no hole too.
I think there's one hole.
I think that when I get a straw and there's more than one hole, I'm pissed off because nothing's coming out.
That was that was another thing I posed. So you have a straw, you're drinking any of your drink, and then all of a sudden you can't get any more liquid
and it's
up.
cracked on the
It's
side.
cracked. So
How many holes is that?
That's a hole.
That is definitely a
That
hole.
is a hole.
I'm team no hole until you crack the straw. Then you have a hole in your straw.
Because that is an existing, physical object that now has
But
a hole in it.
is it shaped? Like, does it have to be cylindrical? Does a hole have to be cylindrical?
No.
If I dig a
No.
hole in the ground, it's
I
not-
mean, when
I
you
don't-
dig a grave, that's not cylindrical. That's
but it's still a
very
hole.
flat. Yeah.
So Google
But are you-
defines a straw as a thin hollow tube of paper or plastic for sucking drink from a glass or a bottle. So it's acknowledging
I would agree
Or
with that.
fishbowl if you're at a fun bar.
okay.
When was the last time you drank a fishbowl?
I haven't in a very long time, but I've heard someone's told me they drank a fishbowl recently.
Okay, so bouncing off of Jackie googling straw, I googled hole,
Yeah, I did that too.
and hole is a hollow place in a solid body or surface.
Right.
This is what I Googled and came to my conclusion.
Okay,
No holes.
So what do you call something when you make a hole punch? It's called hole punch. The hole is a hole.
Yeah, a hole-
This is ridiculous.
A hole punch because there was paper there.
And it punched a hole.
Yeah. But
Right.
that's not how you make a straw.
You don't punch.
You don't
a
punch.
straw.
There's not a straw punch.
Yeah, but you guys are redefining the word hole. That was Jake's argument, is that a hole is whatever you just said. But that doesn't apply to something like a hole on a piece of paper or on your shirt.
No, reread.
It's like a
Hole.
hollow.
A hollow place
Yeah.
in a solid body or surface.
In a solid body or surface.
So in a surface, the surface of a piece of paper is a hole. So that's
What about those metal straws that get like drilled out the middle? Like those fancy like aluminum style straws that
those
get
are
punched
holes.
out?
Then one hole, two
That
ends.
is the flaw in my argument here.
Well, that's just that's just a different. I mean, different
kinds
types
of
of
straw.
straws, different types of holes.
That would have one hole.
Now, I have a follow up question that's very important.
Uh-oh.
Bendy straws, or like the twirly straws. Do you guys like those?
I don't care what you guys think about the whole thing, but do you guys like bendy straws?
my take on bendy
Some people
straws-
hate them.
No, I don't have like any animosity towards them, but I dislike them because they make it more difficult for me to get the beverage
Into your
into
mouth.
my mouth because I feel like I have to apply more
Vacuum.
suck
There's
Through the hole?
There's
through the hole.
There's a time and place for,
top-
for
top
bendy
hole.
straws.
Yeah, what would you say if you're
The
like
top hole, bottom hole.
so
Two holes.
if you're saying I'm sucking on a straw, the liquid comes through the
Straw.
Nice one,
I thought you were gonna get them.
dude. Yeah, but anyway, the whole premise of that is that it's basically an ongoing argument that you can just have forever. There's no really right or wrong answer. There's probably like a really
I wish
scientific
I had
answer.
known when we were gonna talk about this because then I would have looked. I want to know like, do you guys know when we started using straws? Like, who decided to use a straw?
Of course,
This
you
is
would
the
think of
Steven
the
question.
history of the straw.
Like, yeah, this is my mo.
Okay, so I'm actually looking for how to build a straw because I want to see what
There's no way they
and
punch
now
straws
I
out
want to
of
know: are there any
cylinders.
classes I can go to? Like, they have all these bespoke classes nowadays, like build your own keychain, build your own, paint your own canvas art. I want to go somewhere and make my own straw.
Steven, the history of the straw is quite invigorating. So, and it's local. It's local history.
Wow.
No way.
Yeah. So,
Can I go to like the birthplace of the straw? Please
so
tell me I can.
Marvin C. Stone patented the modern drinking straw made of paper in 1888.
That's a lot later than I would have guessed.
And do you know how he came up with the idea?
He was
drinking a mint julep in a hot, moist
Don't say
DC
that.
day. We
There
know
you
how
go.
we know how
You know how moist it
swampy
gets.
and
Oh
so
yeah,
moist.
you step outside in the summer and,
and
you are
you're just
immediately
like
sweating.
moist right away.
So you want a mint julep?
So you want a mint julep, but the taste of the rye was mixing with the drink and making it too tasty. So when he
Too tasty?
or not like a grassy taste. Like he didn't like the taste of
I
it.
get what you're
'cause it was-
saying. Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you mix it and you have the straw to mix it up,
Oh, to keep mixing it.
keep mixing it and to just taste the liquid through and not get any other. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
residual. That was So shout out to Stone Man.
That's a lot later than I would have guessed.
1888.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I guess before that, because I mean, like, think about it.
They
Like,
were,
it's
they
like
were
a
drinking out of
luxury.
horns for a while, right?
Yeah,
well,
straw's
yeah,
like a
think
total
about
luxury.
but back in like 1700s, you're having some ale, or whatever. Like at a certain point, maybe I would have thought like drink it out of a straw.
So I'm sure somebody drank out of like a reed or something before then, and like Marvin's probably not the first guy, but he's the guy who patented it in the United
yeah.
States.
I need to up my straw game at home. I need to get some like bamboo straws, so when people come over, I can say, "What kind of straw do you want?" I want to have options.
Yeah, that's a fair. That's
You know, not only what do you want to drink, but like
How do you want to
wanna
drink it?
consume
You want a
it?
curly? Like what hole do you want? Like do you want multiple holes?
I can see you getting like local artisanal glass blown straws.
I'm
just
telling
laying
you.
them out.
Welcome
Glass
to my
blower
apartment.
glass.
Better make sure it's tempered.
And,
glass.
yeah, I can hang them all on the wall.
It's a good wedding
That's my
gift for anybody
straw
Made this
listening.
one 3 years ago. I was in a it was a rough point. I didn't know where I was going to go in my life. That's why it's all bendy and.
You can
Actually,
make-
this one has no holes. This one you just put in your drink for looks.
That's just a piece of plastic.
You don't consume from
That's
this
called
one.
a stir. A stir.
Yeah.
It is just like a little.
Some stirrers have holes.
But aren't all straws just stirrers too?
So a
Yes.
straw can be a stirrer, but a stirrer can't be a
Someone
straw.
gave me a stirrer
Unless you put a
one
hole in it.
time when I
Unless you
wanted
put a
straw.
hole in it. 2 holes. No, you put in 1 hole.
it's one hole.
It's 1 hole. Straws have 1 hole.
Okay.
2 sides.
I think we've exhausted this.
All right, but that brings us into our main topic tonight. We're going to be talking about memes. So memes are one of my favorite things.
No, it is like
it-
it's your life.
It's not my whole life, but
It's-
I did. So, quick story. I told the story before, but I started a meme account this year.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug at battles.spoon on Instagram. But I read an article by this guy named Adam Padilla, and his Instagram handle is Adam the Creator. So he has this like social media branding company in New York, and he wrote an article, 7 Steps to Becoming a Meme Lord, and he kind of outlined his strategy. You know, post every day. Make sure you're not going to want to do it, but you like stay committed and stay strong to the creative process. And he did that with colored pencil drawings, which was amazing. For 2 years, he did a sketch every day, and he started drawing memes. So like that, and then he just kind of transitioned from there. So do you guys know what memes are?
I know what a meme is. I know nothing else besides what a meme is, because when you added all of us to your meme like Instagram chat group,
Meme group chat.
yeah,
I'm
meme
sorry.
group chat, yeah, that's when I've like you're the first one who has daily sent, and now everyone else in the group sending memes. So now I've learned that there is way more to memes than I thought there was, and I know nothing.
So Steven, did you ever follow a meme account
No.
before? But you could see
Never?
a meme and you would like know what a meme is.
Yeah, if I was on the internet and I saw a meme, I was like, okay, I know that's a meme. But I never actively like followed meme accounts.
So in the most general way possible to describe what a meme is, it would be a picture with words on it that is mass distributed on the internet. I think that's about as low as you can boil it down to. Picture, words, some type of story, joke, what have you, massively distributed on the internet. So the memes first started by this artist, Richard Dawkins. Steven, this is a history lesson for you.
I'm ready.
1976, I believe. So he basically modeled the word meme on gene. So his comparison were memes are to art and culture as genes are to the human body. So like right. So that like a meme was like a part of this big conglomeration that is the art and culture.
The art and
community.
culture is the body that is composed of millions of memes.
Yeah, millions of artistic ideas and thoughts, and it actually came from the word meme, which is
Meme?
it's ancient Greek. It was pronounced mimea, and it means imitated thing. So, which makes a lot of sense.
See,
when you
yeah,
think about
that makes
meme.
a whole lot of sense.
It's an imitation. It's basically like satire on whatever you want it to be, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, I think the hard thing for me is a meme is at its base, like you just said, text with image that's like mass distributed and gets widely shared on the internet,
Right.
which is like way too wide of a net for me to even like. I was like, okay, then everything's memes almost.
You could say, yeah.
Like most images on the internet now have text, and they're meme-ish.
I don't think I always categorize memes as like something that was clever or funny, not necessarily only text.
Right. So I just can't take a picture of a thing and then just say words on top and call it a meme. It has to get meme status.
That's essentially what it is.
So there's a like a subgenre of memes now called niche memes that are basically just thought collages that people put on the internet. And they don't even make sense.
But does a meme have to like?
It usually is a joke, like what Jackie said. It's funny. Like usually you want it to be funny,
but
and
like,
you want it to have some sort of content.
If I made a meme and just sent it to like the three of you, does that really count it as a meme, or does it like have to like go viral?
We'll count it as a meme.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Your audience is 3, so yes, it's been mass distributed to the 3.
So to break that down so Steven, what you're saying is, so if I make a meme, if I have a picture and I put some words on it and I send it to 3 people, is it a meme? Now, yeah, I would say that that's a meme for sure.
It's kind of like if a tree falls in the woods and no one's there to like see it. Did it actually make a sound?
But there are viral
memes,
memes, and so they're what is called knowyourmeme.com has started confirming memes and unconfirmed memes. Yeah. So like a confirmed meme would be a meme trend that is widespread. So do you guys remember condescending Wonka?
Yes.
It was Willy Wonka, and he was like leaning, and people would put like, "Oh, so really? Tell me more about your student debt problems." Like that.
See, I get like that. I get because you took something from pop culture,
right,
and then you are putting a spin on it to then fit into some sort of societal norm that you're commenting on, or like
that's perfect.
Doing. So that's my definition of that means that I can kind of like better wrap my head around.
And a lot of people take the same photo and then just put different text over it.
And that's what I'm saying is like
that's a meme. That's what's called a meme trend.
So for me,
yeah,
I would want to be on the place like if I sent you guys a meme that I made and then you all sent me your version of the meme, then I would classify that as that's a meme.
That's what it is. So that's like what's happening right now, and it's
Ta-da.
really exploded
Ta-da.
over the past really. I mean, memes have been around for a while, and I'm sure there's like some hardcore people out there that'll like talk a lot of shit on me. That
we're triggering lots of people.
Oh, people are triggered right now. But what Joey, Reddit is really where like the meme underlords live. And
okay, so
you don't know what Reddit is, Joe, you want to explain Reddit?
So Reddit is I was on Reddit a lot like 5 years ago, and it's just like user posted. It's like a forum, basically, like user-posted threads, but people can comment on it, and you can upvote. It's like your user-dictated world where you choose what the top news or whatever is of the day, the top content, I would say. So I actually made a meme that made it to the top of the front page of Reddit 5 years ago, which was pretty awesome. And it was just a picture, and it had impact font words on it. And I was really proud of myself. It was
for internet.
That's
stardom.
pretty amazing. I've only posted one thing on Reddit, and it was about something to do with a hockey thing, and I got like 10 upvotes, and I thought I was like big cheese that day.
Well, it's just so funny to like. I was just like, oh, I had this thought, and I was able to like quickly create it, and then like thousands of people were like, oh, that's funny.
So you said earlier, Jake, meme lord. Why are they a lord?
So a meme lord to me has 2 meanings. So one, a meme lord is just somebody who loves memes. So you could be a meme lord. You don't have to have, 10,000, 100,000, 1 million followers on Instagram. You can just be a producer and or curator of meme content on Instagram or Twitter. Instagram's like the preferred platform for memes now because it's a 1080 by 1080 square that it's just easy to.
It's just
Instagram's literally for images. So.
Yeah, it's literally for images, so it's the perfect format for it. So, but there are like the accounts to follow on Instagram that have made this into a business now to where they're getting paid paid to post ads that look like memes, which is crazy. So do you guys? I have a list here of quote unquote meme lords.
Before we get to that
Yeah.
too, can you explain? So what I was referring to earlier, that chat group that we're in, you've dubbed it memes for normies.
Yes,
But Jackie and I both do not know what I'm every day I see it's like new post. Jake's posted a new meme and memes for normies. I'm just like, I'm a normie. Is this good? Is this
I just
bad?
accepted that it's not for text and it's just for memes, and
Yeah.
that's where I put my memes.
I was like, and sometimes I send stuff to that chat group, and I guarantee they were not memes. I just
I think the things you've sent have been we've given
I've
them
tried.
a like.
Sometimes I think real hard before I hit send. I'm like, is this a meme?
So normies is kind of like a derivative of squares.
Oh
Right.
God, that's not good.
So when you're when someone refers to you,
Steven doesn't want to be a
I know,
normie.
Remember
know.
The Sandlot, the movie The Sandlot?
Yeah, sure
L7
do.
Weenie, he's a square. Benny, he's a square.
yeah.
Whoa.
No one wants to be a square.
No one wants to be a square. So a square means you're on the outside and you don't understand what's happening.
Well,
right?
that's me in memes. So
Yeah.
I'm a square.
So a normie is a person who might like memes, right? And that would follow one of the top meme content, self-titled content curators like a Fuck Jerry, like a Beige Cardigan, like a Fat Jewish who basically, Fuck Jerry and Beige Cardigan not so much. They usually give credit to the memes that they curate. The Fat Jewish will just decide that he created
So
something.
a normie is like someone getting pumpkin spice lattes at Starbucks.
Totally. Basically.
Or a normie's like someone who's in an art museum seeing the Mona Lisa and they're like, oh, I wonder who painted that. That looks like it's got a lot of people standing around it. I should check that out. But
Yeah, that seems like something I should be into, but I
Yeah.
got no idea what's
no idea.
going
I'll
on.
stand near these people and just ponder with them.
Well, I feel like it takes a lot of work to not be a normie nowadays. The meme trends are so quick.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess it would be the social equivalent of being woke.
Yeah. I feel like last year, in the past year, my Instagram has transformed to all meme accounts.
Yeah.
It used to be hey, my friends are posting photos, and now it's just memes.
Oh, it's just all memes.
It's just
now.
all memes
So
now.
I actually did when I started my meme account. I unfollowed all the meme accounts on my personal account because it was just meme overload.
Yeah, it's too much. I have to do that. I have to purge some accounts as well. Sometimes the same people they post each other's thing, and I'm like, I don't need to follow all three of you.
Yeah, so that's like with the 3 account, and then girl with no job, boy with no job. That's not. It's like all the same thing being posted all the time. And then you have your original content curators, like Adam the Creator is a big one. He does phenomenal Photoshop renditions. There's another one, Spezza Comedy. They'll do like these. They just started an account called Worst Buy, which is all fake products, which is just hilarious, like toothpaste Oreos.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
A Little Tykes happy hour set, like my baby's first vape. Like this shit is hilarious.
That's
stuff that
awesome.
just makes you just look at it, you're like, oh god. But I think that's like one of the things that's so funny about memes is that it's relatable. 9 times out of 10, you're like, yeah, that's been me at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. Or that's been someone else, for sure.
Well, that's the whole point of art and being creative is to share the human, situation or whatever with other people.
Like we all have the existential dread. It's not just me.
Yeah. It makes us all feel better.
I like that you can definitely send someone something and be like you can send someone a meme and it almost acts the same way as sending them an emoji or a GIF.
Oh, totally.
Or just text.
Yeah, this is
Well,
how I
feel
feel.
it's become
Yeah.
a better way to communicate. Emojis were better than text, and now it's memes are just added
Well, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Then when you throw
yeah.
a couple extra words on top, I mean, shoot.
for context.
It's like
sure.
1,000 plus a couple extra words.
That's a lot of words. It's way better
It's
than
how
emoji.
can I not talk to you for 5 minutes and just condense all that into one quick image that I don't even have to be in front of you to give you?
Yeah, man, but it's nuts. So these big accounts will have, a million plus follow. I think the Fat Jewish has 8 million followers or something ridiculous like that. Fuck Jerry has a couple million. But they get paid. Steven, you were looking this up before the show. How much do they get paid
Yeah,
for a
so
poster?
so I was looking at so you mentioned that one guy, Fuck Jerry.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, why would you name your account that? So then I just typed that in and an Adweek article popped up on how can an Instagram star with a name like Fuck Jerry make $30,000 per sponsored post?
That's insane.
One post. So he actually did one for Burger King, which is when like the Burger King dressed up like a McDonald's ghost. And he just wrote, this Burger King dressed up as a McDonald's ghost, savage level 10 out of 10. So what, 1, 2, 3, 4. So like almost like what, 10 words, 10, 12 words, and then an image. And he made $30,000 just because he's racked up followers.
Yeah.
That's
That's
awesome.
amazing.
It had, what do they, like, on average, he gets like 6 to 7 million impressions at a cost per 1,000 impressions of $5.
Yeah, so an impression, if you haven't seen like the back end of like a business Instagram account, is just your post being scrolled through. So to measure something in likes, because like 9 times I don't really like anybody's stuff anymore. I just kind of like scroll through it. Like I feel like a like is.
You saw it.
I gotta touch the screen twice. No, I'm already touching to the swipe.
You saw it, but you might not have like interacted with it.
Yes, but but those metrics are worth more now because everyone's swiping through it. But if someone likes it or someone comments, those will play into the Instagram algorithm of how your post is shown in other people's feeds.
That's the high end too. Like the low end, I'm just like 5,000. Even if someone paid me $300 just to post something on Instagram,
to take someone else's photo and to put words on it. Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I mean, I guess I could start like. I mean, you started your meme thing, so
I got 100. I got 100 followers. I'm trying to get some more. I think I could get like a penny for a post right now.
So, I've been in the memes for Normies thing.
Yep.
You send your favorites into there, and I've learned a lot through that.
Yeah.
You now have your meme account, Battle Spoon, which great name by the way. I just don't know that.
So
what is that?
Battle Spoon actually comes from our house in college. And we lived in Wilmington. We called it, I don't even know. Mike, our friend Mike Jumps came up with it, or I don't even know how it started. But we were like, where are you guys going later? And like, the guy's house, like Jake, Kate, and Mike's, or Kate wasn't living there. Jake, Chris, and Mike. No, just like, we're going to Battle Spoon after the bar. Okay, yeah, everyone meet up at Battle Spoon, and it just became a thing.
That's great.
And when I was trying to think of a clever, witty handle, I was like, Battle Spoon. Like, what else would it be?
Why not? Okay, so I have that kind of in my life.
Yeah.
But like, if I wanted to get more into memes,
I've accepted the memes.
right? If I had to start from ground zero,
Yeah.
with nothing to go on, what's my meme starter pack?
You run away.
All right.
Don't
so what I would do is I would follow.
Like, how do I tell my mom? How do you
tell your mom you're into memes?
No. Mom, I need to tell you something very serious. I like memes now.
She'd be like, "What?"
No, if I had to tell someone like a parent, who doesn't really know what memes are, how to get into memes, what's their starter pack? Because that's a meme, right? Isn't starter pack a meme?
So yeah,
I was trying to be clever there.
Yeah, no. Starter pack is what they call a niche meme, and so no, that's not right. But so a starter pack would be basically posting images, like saying, 90s kid starter pack, and you would put like a Walkman and Jinko jeans and like spiked hair, ball necklace.
This is all the things
Jellies.
you need.
Yeah, all the things you need to be
Things we've talked about on this podcast.
So we're
well on our way.
So
to
what I
90s.
would do is, if you just wanted to get into memes and you're like, I don't even know what these guys are talking about
Exactly,
on
yep.
this podcast, I would follow these accounts, and I'm gonna list a couple off for you real quick. And that's the best way to get into it, because you just kind of you just start looking around. If you go to knowyourmeme.com, you can kind of get an idea of what's going on. But Sunny Side Up, Dab Moms, Friend of Bay, Middle Class Fancy, Memes for Memers, which is a meta meme account. So it's memes about making memes, which we all know that I love to get meta. So that's like one of my favorite accounts to follow. My Therapist Says, Insta Single is pretty hilarious. And then you can go into the Fuck Jerry. That'll be. I'm not even gonna say, the other guy, but
we'll put these in the show notes. So
yeah,
if you're out there scrambling for a pen and paper,
Or you can just follow Battle Spoon and you'll see all of these in your feed all the time.
No, I don't repost people's memes. All OC, baby, all original content. Tank Sinatra, Shithead Steve, and Adam the Creator. You follow those. You don't even need to follow any other accounts. And Battle Spoon.
Yeah.
Now, you did send me the Know Your Meme site, and I went down a massive spiral on this thing.
It's really easy to get lost on.
This doesn't surprise any of us.
Like, I wasted a lot of time. Like, you know, like when you go on, like when you're on YouTube and like it says like recommended for you up next, and you just keep clicking and clicking.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I went so deep on this. Like, like the problem is they update it so much.
Yeah, it
that,
goes
like,
quick.
You can come back later in the day and there's already like 6 new memes up there, or like types of memes.
Yeah.
But I really like the thing that you were talking about with that they actually have like confirmed, like researching newsworthy, and then I went to popular because I thought that was a good way for me to
break into
like,
the meme game.
I wanted to look at all,
What?
and like I actually knew like a lot of the popular ones, like the Forever Alone. I really like that one. That one's hilarious.
Or like the Ermagerd.
Ermagerd.
Like that one was out a lot before.
See, these are the memes that like transcended into the Steven, like my world,
The normie world.
the normie world.
They made it.
Well, these were all like the OG memes on Reddit back in the day that like got really disseminated, like the big trends. Like
Yeah.
everybody would just take these like core memes and just put new things on.
Well,
them.
even on Reddit, they still do that a lot. Like with the penguin, that
Yeah.
that goes like it's the top half of a penguin and it's red and it's facing one way, and then the bottom half of a penguin and it's blue and it's the other way, or vice versa. I'm not sure which way, but it's like, oh, this thing happened, but then this thing happened this way.
Oh man, I used to know the name for that. It's not Success Penguin and like Fail Penguin, but it's something similar to that.
There's also a socially awkward penguin.
Yeah. Well, there's that. There's like the like raging wolf face where it's just like you do something crazy, like I don't know.
Or the Ned Stark.
Oh yeah, Winter's
One
come-
does not simply
Yeah.
sing Blink 182 songs without using Tom DeLonge's accent.
I was literally just about to bring that one up because that's probably for me in like my knowledge of memes, like that one took like meme culture that like is massive, and then like took what is
Things
it?
you're interested in.
like
no.
pop culture and like
Or like, you know, like the Lord of the Rings, and then the like the
like
that
the
like fan culture.
lore and like all those like
Yeah, like the people that are really into that and like merge those two together. So that one really spread.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
Well, there's the other
I get
Ned
it, I
Stark
get it.
one.
I
that
thought you were
Winter's
going
coming
somewhere
out.
else.
Oh.
Exploding the sword and brooding.
Yeah.
Like that's my favorite. Like around Christmas.
took me a while to
Brace
get there.
yourself. Christmas pictures are coming.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Like those ones, because I know partly the non meme part of it, and then like the meme aspect of it. When you
Yeah.
put those together, those ones click with me. But sometimes some of the memes are just like you really have to know.
Yeah.
You have to be in the know.
Yeah.
To even get that meme.
Or the Velociraptor. That was
Yep.
that was a good one.
Velociraptor was
What's
good.
the raptor where he's thinking? He's like,
Oh, the one town thing.
what?
But then there's like ones.
How many holes are in a straw?
There you go. One of you's gonna make that one later.
Yeah, if you want Reddit cred, you should make that Velociraptor with 2 holes, 1 hole, no holes.
Yeah, man. But I mean, memes are a crazy world, and it's kind of crazy that people have turned it into a business, and that people are making money off of. I mean, I guess it's not too crazy, right?
No, you can
It's
make
making money
money
off of
literally
art.
doing anything these days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some crazy stuff you
It's
can do for
it's
money.
art, and people make money off
I
it.
appreciate it more than like the Instagram models who just like pose in bikinis for
Those
money.
are influencers.
Oh, are they influencers?
That's the name. That's their
Oh.
technical term. It's true. I mean, they get paid. Not all of them are just posing with bikinis, but they do get paid. Like there's influencers that are doing good work, work for. But
Condescending Wonka. Oh, tell
No,
me
but it's
more
just
about your social media influencing.
influencers are just an easy way for
Yeah.
big companies to market to people like us for less money, essentially,
Yeah.
right?
It's a really easy way to reach your demographic.
Yeah.
Instead of spending $6 million on
Yeah.
a Super Bowl ad, I can pay $10,000 and have 8 million people who religiously stare at this person on their phone, and
Yeah.
they're going to see the product.
Yeah, I think with social media, especially, or stuff like Instagram, like there's tons of people I follow on Instagram where they are kind of touting these different products, but I can relate to them more than I could of just seeing like the 5 people they picked to be
Yeah.
in the commercial on TV, because I like spend time with that person every day. Granted, it's digitally and it's a one-way thing of me just like being like that creepy kind of like internet voyeur sort of friendship. It's kind of
Yeah.
weird. Like, you see people on the, like you follow someone on Instagram, you've not talked to them, but you kind of feel like you know
You
them.
know what's going on in their life. Yeah.
But do you feel like it's kind of sleazy for like companies to use them as a platform? Like to
No,
kinda,
I
like,
think
because
there's-
they're
inject
getting
themselves?
paid so much more money to do that than to make memes. Those people get paid a gross amount of money, and it's like all they have to do is post 3 times on Instagram and maybe make a YouTube video, and they're like, "Great, here's $100,000. Thank you for your."
I
business.
think for me, it depends on what it is, and like, I feel like I'm pretty good at discerning, like, oh, like this is very specifically set up for them to show off the product. But then there's some people I follow on Instagram where it's like this one girl, she just like constantly is promoting Saucony shoes and their clothing, but like she works out every day and she literally is always wearing it. So for me, it's just more of like that was one product that she already used a lot, and Saucony was just like, oh, we'll just send you a box of like fresh goods every month to like continue to keep using our product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for that, it's not as like, I hate it when like I follow these photographers on Instagram and they get like some new water bottle or like new coffee mug, and then like literally they just go out to the mountain and like hold it out in front of them, take that like picture that looks like every other picture in their feed, and it's like, oh yeah, I use this product now, like it's great.
Yeah, and some influencers are, it's a different kind of fame. Like there are the Kim Kardashians who I guess technically could be considered influencers with like certain products. I mean, they get the big name things. Yeah. But then there are people who literally were just lifestyle bloggers or whatever, and they were wearing a product a lot, and the company was like, "Hey, you have 5,000 followers for whatever reason. Wear our shoes, and we'll give you either more shoes or more money to do so." And those people are just normal people. Those are like people from their homes just doing this kind of thing.
I'm into that. I think that's cool. But I think
it's cool.
like you say,
to be
like,
recognized on that level.
yeah,
like that's kind of cool.
and not have to be like globally.
You don't have to be like that
Yeah, that
household
global star.
name like the Kardashians, right? That's like a
Right.
household name, but like not for good reasons.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. It's a completely different time of
Yeah.
fame. Like the Kardashians are famous for being famous, whatever. Like these other influencers are not. You might not even know their name, but you know their handle, and that's why these companies have reached out to them. Like there's this one woman whose her handle is Mama's Gone City, and she's just a mom, and she used to post these pictures of her kid napping with her dog, and that was all her Instagram. I mean, it was the most adorable thing ever. It's like a baby and a puppy, and that was all the only thing that she had on her handle. And then all of these like parenting companies or like companies that make diapers or whatever were like, "Hey, put my diapers on your kid and tag us." And now she's like the most. She has ads for everything, but it's
Is it
cool.
still the same kind of photos?
It's all family stuff. Like my kid wears these great shoes, like whatever. I don't know, but yeah, it's only family. Like, what'd you say?
Like, is it still the same kind of photo? Like
Oh
the
yeah,
baby
yeah,
on
yeah.
the
No,
dog
she
just
still
wearing,
does
like,
those.
a special type of diaper?
Yeah, she like keeps on theme.
I'm into that. I like
Yeah,
it.
so she's like sitting at home. She has 5 kids, and now she's just making tons of money
Yeah.
and getting all these products for free
Well, like, do
for being
you
creative.
like as this has progressed? Do you feel like you relate less and less to that? Do you find less joy in following that person?
But it's not like in your face ad. It's not like
Yeah.
this is an ad, like blah blah blah. I
No.
mean, they do have to hashtag ad or whatever, but no, I get what you're saying. No, I don't feel that way.
I wouldn't even know. I'd still be like, oh, it's just still a baby and a dog.
Yeah, you're like, oh,
They
that's a
could
cool
change the-
iPhone case.
They
They're
could change
like, "Got
probably
'em."
the shirt color every day, and I wouldn't even notice.
Right? Yeah,
There's just a dog and
It's
a
kind of
baby.
subtle.
Well, I like the Saucony girl that you're talking about because like this person obviously uses this product, and you're like, okay, like this is something that this person uses and like is good with, and like I feel like better getting to advertise that to me because I follow that person instead of having these weird ad codes that follow your cookies in your browser and like
Yeah.
you know,
I'd much rather have somebody who I admire
because you kind of pick that.
shoving me a
Yeah.
product.
Like if I'm,
You're
if
like,
I'm-
I'll buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I like your
I'm in.
aesthetic.
yeah, like if I'm following you, if I'm following any of you guys, if I'm following like a cyclist that I like, that I just think is cool and post cool photos of their rides, or someone who like works out a lot and they're just posting cool stuff about their workouts, if they just happen to also be like, oh, and I got this new product in, I tried it out, it's really cool, you guys should check it out too. Even if that was like paid for them to say that and they don't even like the product, it's better because I'm already like, I'm with that person.
Yeah.
On
Well,
like
you
a-
kind of
a
respect
daily-
like their hustle. Like
Yeah.
you want them to
but then
get
like,
paid for their work, you know, at least.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, the internet is a powerful tool.
Oh yeah.
And speaking of the internet, you guys want to get into a little Google what?
Good luck.
I
Get
do.
in.
I do.
Okay.
Steven, you're
Yeah,
excited
you
there.
seem
wanna
eager.
Get, you want to
Oh.
Oh, I'm
going
just
out the
my,
gates?
my
Oh,
brain hurts.
indubitably,
My
sir.
brain hurts a little bit from the memes. I'm just ready to take off my normie hat for a little bit.
Make us into normies.
Actually, my Google what for this week is extremely nerdy. So as you guys know, I love coffee. I love brewing coffee at home. And I upped my coffee nerdum a little bit because I ordered a product called Third Wave Water.
Oh yeah.
And Third Wave Water, you pour a little packet. That's all this is, a little packet of, I guess, like nutrients or it's
Minerals?
dissolved minerals. And you pour that into water that you buy at the store, just distilled regular water. And then that becomes Third Wave Water. So what that does is if everyone's buying distilled water and everyone's putting this packet of Third Wave Water into the distilled water, then everyone's getting like the same type of water profile.
Tight.
So then if you brew a coffee here, someone brews it in New York, someone brews it in California, and we're all using the same water,
It still tastes the same.
we should probably be getting roughly the same taste. So
It definitely matters too, because we at the pizza shop I used to work at, Grotto's or Grotto Pizza, in the north of Delaware and the south of Delaware, the water's different, and the freaking pizza would taste different because of you use water to make the freaking dough, so
exactly.
it's gonna taste different.
Yeah, I didn't really realize this until Beth and I went to a coffee festival, and they actually did a cupping where same coffee, but they changed the water from different areas. In like when we got to the one from London as opposed to the one from Edinburgh, like you could taste the difference.
Yeah.
Like it was incredible. But then it just got me thinking about hard water versus soft water. So I had to look up because I didn't know what the difference was between hard water.
Had water.
Hard water.
I used to have
hard water and soft water, but it's just the levels of mineral content and it really does make a difference on how things taste. So
and what color your tub is.
How your hair feels.
Yeah, hard water is like
It has
makes
a
you feel
lot.
weird,
I think
right?
it's just extra stuff
I
in
think
there.
it dries you out.
I think it's high iron because
Yeah.
that gives you like the pink and red stains, and then
Yeah.
there's one that's like the blue stains, which is
You add salt to your water to
Soft.
make it softer.
Yeah, we have hard
so
water. here.
the hard water has
We have
more
hard water in
of-
DC for sure.
Yeah, Arlington apparently, where I live in Virginia, has pretty good water.
What color's your tub? Does it stain?
No, our
Mine's
tub is
red.
super clean because I clean it.
Excellent.
Anyways,
Good for you.
Yeah. Must be nice.
yeah, so I'm really happy with my coffee nerdum, and
Nice.
can't wait to brew coffee tomorrow.
Tight.
Great. Bring us some.
well. You could use some toothpaste after you brew your coffee because I looked up what was toothpaste before it was toothpaste. That was a great transition, wasn't
Excellent.
Pro level.
it? So I'm a normie, guys. Sorry. So it brought me to Colgate has a whole history of toothbrushes and toothpastes, which is
course they
very
do.
interesting. Did you know that? So obviously the toothbrush started out with like chewing sticks and stuff,
Right.
and then like
really?
You don't do that?
sometimes,
Yeah.
not often.
Is
But
a
then
toothpick
like
a stick?
then they started using like
How many holes
Please
does a toothpick
don't.
have?
Oh God.
then they started using pig bristles.
Pig bristles?
Yeah, like pig hairs, like from like their
Pigs
necks.
have hair?
Yeah,
Oh,
on their
it's
neck.
it's
I'm not gonna put
very,
that in my
very
mouth.
thin.
No, like that's disgusting.
Any
well,
hair in the
we have
mouth
all
is disgusting.
benefited from DuPont and the invention of nylon because nylon bristles were invented in the 1938. Yeah, so that is when we started having modern toothbrushes. But it's kind of funny because like the ancient Romans would like make toothpaste with like the bones of their enemies and stuff,
Oh,
which was
God.
just like so badass. And then like
That is
the
badass.
ancient like Chinese would use like herbs and like spices to make this like minty toothpaste. So that's kind of how eventually it just became this like, thing that we use today with like fluoride and stuff like that. It's like all sciencey.
Mind control.
Yeah, mind control. It's like chemtrails, but for your mouth. But
I upgraded my toothbrush recently, and
How'd
not
you?
just with taking Jackie's roommates.
oh, I was gonna ask, was it the one you stole?
Wait,
No.
did you get one of the silicone ones or whatever?
Now I got a Quip.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How do you like it?
There's a quip.
I now brush my teeth for the full 2 minutes.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
It took me getting an electric toothbrush to brush my teeth for a full 2 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't realize how long 2 minutes is.
Oh my God. It's like quick aside, 2 minutes is very different depending on what you're doing.
Absolutely. Brushing your teeth takes forever. I
know.
hate it.
It's like 2 minutes slows down to 10 hours when I'm brushing
Yeah.
my teeth. It's like, seriously? Because it vibrates every 30 seconds. Like, like most
Yeah.
electric toothbrushes out there. If you have electric toothbrush, 30 seconds, one for each quadrant. Oh my God.
Yeah, it takes a long time. I honestly think I'm late to work because it takes so long to brush my teeth, but it's because I wake up late.
Oh my god.
I want to go back. I want to.
I want to go back to the Bones of
sticks.
Enemies
That's pretty badass. It's like, I'm going to kill you and then use you for tooth
to make my teeth clean.
hygiene.
Yeah, I mean, I don't often kill my enemies, but if I did, I would brush my teeth with.
Well, back
bad
then
venom.
you
You're
had
doing it wrong. Just kidding. I've never killed.
That's what you should
anybody.
tell your dentist. Like, oh, have you been flossing? No, but I've been chewing the bones of my enemies.
Yes, and they'd be like, "Get out!"
How do you, oh, I can tell.
Immediately calling
Your gum
911.
line looks much improved.
Oh my god! Or no, you'd have no gum line because you would just
bones.
bust your entire mouth up. Ugh. All right. Anyway, moving on.
Jackie, what do you got?
So my Google what came from an angry supporter of ours, Piran, and all of our friends in the great state of drumroll. I can't do this. Nevada. We apologize because apparently, I think it was 2 episodes ago, we said Nevada multiple times incorrectly, and we had been schooled by her through a direct message on Instagram on how to say it, and we just didn't do it right. So
Well, we were trying to workshop it like on the episode, and we were like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
Nevada! It's Nevada." Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Cool.
you even said like Nevada. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we were all right.
so now we know forever, and just so you can it's Nevada.
That guy sounds so like
He's
Nevada.
angry.
he's angry, but also like
Nevada.
yeah,
Oh.
That's Miriam, as in Merriam-Webster.
it's like he's pointing like Nevada.
Yeah.
Like you want to go there?
That was one
Yeah.
of the last ones he had to do for the day. He's just like tired of like enunciating. He's just like, Nevada, I'm done. Like, come on.
So anyway, now we all know. No excuse.
Oh my goodness.
I'm still gonna say
I'm
Nevada.
I'm gonna mess it up.
Nevada.
Wait, which one is it?
It goes
I'd be
against
wrong.
everything we know, I think, as East Coasters.
Yeah.
It's Nevada.
It's Nevada.
Sorry, Piran.
Yeah, sorry, Piran.
All right, so this week I had to Google, is Mario Kart really coming to the smartphone? Because I saw it on my Instagram feed and I thought it was a fake news meme.
Yeah, I saw it in my newsletter too, and
So
I got
I-
excited.
I had to do some research, but it is definitely coming to the mobile device. Like Nintendo's one of their biggest franchises, Mario Kart, is coming to the mobile device, which is huge for Nintendo because Nintendo would sell you sell their hardware. They have their proprietary hardware. They make their games. Their game packages are only for Nintendo, so they would tag team. That's why it's been taking so long to get to the mobile device. But listen to this spread of when it's going to be released. Sometime between April 2018 and March of 2019.
Oh, excellent.
So we're just going to be on the edge of our seats for 18 months, just waiting to hear 16 months, waiting to hear what's going to happen.
That's ridiculous.
That's
But I also can't wait.
But I'm hoping that you could, multiplayer Mario Kart with anybody in the world, that's amazing.
Honestly, I'm surprised it took this long to get here.
yeah. I mean, the Switch.
Me too, Jackie.
Yeah.
The Switch has been doing amazing. The Nintendo Switch. So like, it's like only been getting okay, now you don't need the full console. Now it's a really tiny thing that you can also put on your TV and your hand. So why not just make it that I can just have it on my iPhone?
Yeah.
Or
They're
put
going
it
to
on
make
the
a ton
phone,
of
yeah.
money off of it for sure. Probably not as much as like the Switch.
I wonder what
stuff,
the gameplay will be like though, because I've always struggled when I don't have physical buttons for something.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like
Yeah.
It's because we're old.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So
kids these days.
I play.
I just don't know where to put my. And I have like big thumbs, so like I kind of touch a lot of the screen
So
at one time.
I can't remember what the game is called, but it's some type of kart racing game that I have played on a mobile device, and you can turn
Oh.
the phone to do it, but that's miserable.
Oh yeah,
I
because then
hate
you
that.
can't do like. I feel like if I'm turning, I can't also do something else.
Well, that's how the latest version of Mario Kart was with the Wii. You had the Wii
Oh, I hated the
controller
Wii,
that
though.
you.
I was
The
never.
the
latest
wheel.
version
The
of Mario-
wheel.
Oh, is that not? Oh,
No.
oh boy, yeah.
No, we're old, Joey.
God.
Yeah, that's the Wii's been in like.
How was it on the Switch?
There's been like 2 systems since then.
I haven't played the Switch, but
No.
the Wii, I was never good at that.
Yeah, but the way I play it, you just tap the screen to go left or right, and he automatically gasses. And I think there was like a brake button, so you're like just automatically pressing go, like it just happens, and then you can brake to slide.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like being able to yell at my opponents. Though. Like I can't do that.
You can
Whoop,
you
we
can do
can
Oh
that.
no,
all
I need to
hang
be
out.
in.
Yeah.
I need to be in
Hang out.
arm's length so I can knock the controller out of their hand.
Yeah.
So that way I
Exactly.
can.
Yeah, and like now I
Catch
can't.
up.
You tell me I can't screen watch now? Like that was half the fun of like holding a shell behind you and then just
Oh,
letting that
yeah.
bad boy go when someone's right up on your tail.
Can we play now?
They'll never recreate the
Actually, yeah, we
wonders
can
of
play.
it.
We got N64. We'll turn it on. Hey, but that's all we have time for this week. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram at NewPodWhoDis, on YouTube NewPodWhoDis. You have to search for it, but that's okay. On Facebook at NewPodWhoDis, and
Instagram.
Instagram. Did I do that one? No. Oh, NewPodWhoDis on Instagram.
We have a
I mean,
website too.
you could just go to Google and type in New Pod Who Dis and just
Yeah.
find anything that
Yeah,
says that.
Find anything. Just Google NewPodWhoDis. That's probably the easiest way.
And if it's not us, you should tell us about it. 'Cause they're
Yeah.
imposters.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. Until next time, take care.
Bye.
See you later.
Peace.